When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage is brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerif Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Now let's send it out to our broadcasters for tonight's coverage.
Good evening and welcome out here to Martinsburg High School for West Virginia High School volleyball action as the Washington Patriots take on the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Kyle McLaughlin. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Back in the studio is Kyler High as well as Dylan Bishop as we get set for Washington and Martinsburg JV volleyball. Colin, should be an interesting matchup. It's a Washington team that has been trying to build the program over the last few years. Martinsburg looks like a team that's much improved, coming off of a big, long match against Musselman and a 4-set match against Hedgesville. Even though they didn't win those matches, you still saw a lot of improvement from this program and from this team.
Yeah, you got to see them in those matches that we had for you, and then on Thursday they had Petersburg and Pendleton as well and did well against those two teams. So Coach Anderson liked the response that she saw from her squad during those two times, but looking forward to seeing Washington for the first time this year. Still a very young team with some talent here and there. It'll be interesting to see how well they put it together tonight against Martinsburg. You definitely looked to be improved, has that big 6 senior class. Washington off to a slow start, 2-6-1. another year for Coach Brown as well on their side. Who knows what to expect for the Patriots going in here tonight, but they were able last time around last year to take Martinsburg to 5 sets, but it is a new year.
Yeah. Other than that, it hasn't been super competitive between these two teams, but see if Washington can make some improvements and compete here tonight. We, of course, will first have JV volleyball action, always about developing the program and getting better, so we'll see what happens during the JV match. But before we get to all that, we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, continue to break down this matchup. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Here at Martinsburg High School, Nick Verzolini, Colin McLaughlin here for high school JV volleyball action. Colin, any thoughts? I mean, we've seen the Martinsburg JV team a few times so far this year. Haven't seen Washington yet, but just what will be, I guess, some keys here for the JV match?
We say it time and time again. It's always consistency that you want to see, along with confidence. Growth, obviously, kind of goes hand in hand with that for these girls, trying to still hone their skills in and continue to improve every single match, just getting that repetition down and situational awareness. Serve, receive, always a critical point in these matches as well, and typically a difference maker if you are the better team when it comes to those two things.
Yeah, I guess the other thing here to note for the Washington program is no 9th grade team. So if you're used to watching our Martinsburg volleyball action, you'll see the JVs and the 9th grades on each end of the court, with the court split in half. And until Washington really does build up the numbers, it might be a while before they can get to compete with some of these other teams in the EPAC, Colin.
Yeah, that's kind of been a common trend for the Jefferson County schools, is just low participation numbers compared to the Berkeley County schools, where they have the freshman, JV, and varsity squads. Typically Jefferson and Washington, it's just JV varsity. So hopefully that trend changes for the positive in the future. It's always good to see these girls try out and get better.
All right, we'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll introduce you to the teams. This is the Mirius Group pregame show. The Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343, as well as the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. On the other side of this break, we'll meet the teams. It's high school volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's an instant classic. Hold still. Get Ruck's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
For our visitors tonight, the Washington Patriots JV squad looks like this. Number 2, Maddie McDonald. Number 5, Maddie Solanke. Number 6, Sophia Lopez. Number 7, Harper Valasek. Number 9, Stella Jones. Number 14, Fiona Evans. Number 15, Kaylee Parsons. Number 17, Katerina Stort. Number 21, Olivia Kirshenik. And number 22, Violet Smith. And then for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, number 1, Sadea Boje. Number 2, Crazy Widmeyer. Number 6, Ariana Knoll. Number 11, Brianna Bailey. Number 12, Ava Compton. Number 14, Olivia Roach. Number 15, Madison Burkhart. Number 19, Emma Price. Number 20, Kara Rutherford. Number 24, Davida Mensa. Number 27, Jaden Hall. Number 35, Emma Spiker. And number 40, Tennyson Wood. Colin, any final thoughts before JV starts?
Nope, I'm ready to go to see how these two teams look here tonight.
Set 1 brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to Hagerstown.com. If you don't like it, they'll take it back, as well as Powerbeck and Matzareff Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit www.lawpbm.com. So here we go. Washington in the red jerseys, navy blue or black shorts, and Martinsburg in the gray jerseys, black shorts. And we'll get started here, Colin. So should be fun. You get for JV tonight, get to play on the big court. So
yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you though, Nick. No Chris Strovel as one of the volunteer line judges.
Yeah, unfortunate, truly. But
at least for this match, you never know if he
may make
appears during the varsity match. I hear if you say his name 3 times, it summons him. So.
It's kind of scary. We'll see then. Maybe he will make an appearance. Usually, though, for varsity, you have at least 3 officials. but not always.
Yeah.
And we'll get started here. Colin, we've seen a lot of good things from the Martinsburg JV, even in the matches that they've lost. Washington should be interesting to see what they got this year. A lot of freshmen, not a whole lot of returners from last year that I am recalling. So, very young JV squad.
Yeah, only 3 sophomores. The rest of that lineup freshmen. And then on the varsity side of things, only 1 senior, it appears. Majority sophomores, and then a trifecta of juniors.
Yeah, so
big sophomore class.
Yeah, some of these players, swing players. That is good. You know, they're building up the sophomore class and can kind of grow with them over the next few years. But on paper, feels like a transitional year for Washington. But we'll see. Martinsburg has looked good so far, but we'll get to varsity later on. JV action here, and off the serve, the Bulldogs dig it out with Spiker. And now Widmeyer on the attack for Martinsburg at the net. Ball is a violation. It looks like Washington hit the net or was in the net, so a point for the Bulldogs. They take the 1-0 lead. Ariana Knoll will head back and serve it for the Dogs. And we're underway. Or we're continuing here, I should say, as there is a service ace misplay there from Washington. Looked to be Valasek, who couldn't handle it there on the other end.
Yeah, Valasek went in front of Smith and kind of did that side swing and was chopping down instead of trying to get some air underneath it.
Knoll, another serve. It's another good one attacking that back line of Washington, and Patriots play a free ball. Widmeyer on the attack to the back line. And Martinsburg can't handle that one. Kind of a interesting attack, but it worked out for Violet Smith, one of the swing players for Washington, as she attacked from not the typical spot, Colin, but Martinsburg didn't seem ready for it, and it went off of Brianna Bailey and out of bounds. It's a point for the Patriots. They're on the board 2-1.
Yeah, Bailey was kind of just standing there flat-footed as that ball came across, and now an ace as some miscommunication on the Martinsburg side. Another thing, just like you saw the ace for Washington, one person cutting the other off that might have had the possible better angle, and instead goes with a side swing for the one that did make contact, that being Spiker.
Sophia Lopez with the ace there for the Patriots. Bourget will send a free ball. Washington has to send one back over, and it's out of bounds. Point Bulldogs, and they take the lead back here at 3-2.
Yep, good IQ play there. So now Spiker will swap out with Roach.
Spiker will go back and serve it for the Bulldogs, who lead it 3-2 against Washington here in set 1 of JV volleyball. Washington trying to set up Smith again. This time, though, Martinsburg handles it, sends a free ball over. Off block. Bulldogs can't get there. Point Patriots. Hard to tell there from my angle who exactly would be credited with the kill. I think maybe it was Valasek there on that outside, but might have also been McDonald. So it was either 2 or 7.
Angle wasn't the best either, but good back and forth start so
Widmeyer
far.
off block. That's a kill and a point for the Dogs. 4-3.
Yeah, Washington has some decent height up front, just as you said, able to kind of go over top of the block, off the block as well.
Especially with a lot of freshmen. So definitely some things to build on here with this Washington JV squad early
Great
on.
serve.
And good serve there from the Bulldogs. Burkhart for Bourget. Bourget with the dump in 2, and that works out for Martinsburg 5-3.
And Martinsburg loves using that, just catching the defense off guard.
Gracie Widmeyer will head back and serve it for the Bulldogs, who lead it now by 2 at 5-3. Quick break here for Violet Smith to tie her shoe. And the action resumes here from Martinsburg High School, and it's an ace. Widmeyer makes it 6-3.
Widmeyer with a lot of power on these serves so far here tonight and putting them in play, making it tough for Washington. See if she can put another one there.
Widmeyer, another good serve and another ace. Trying to dive out for it with Sophia Lopez, but it went off her, out of bounds. Point Bulldogs 7-3 here in set one of JV action. It's best of 3 at the JV level.
A lot of movement on that serve. Tough for Washington to judge.
Widmeyer again with the serve. Nearly another ace, but it looks like Washington will get it over the Valasek. And it is in on that back line. Point Patriots 7-4.
Yeah, they've had a few points that they were able to just tuck in very tightly to that back line. Stops the quick run that Martinsburg had.
So, Patriots go back to serve with Evans. Knoll will send it over at 7-4, Martinsburg. Off block that time. Bulldogs hit it up into the rafters and then can't handle the pass. There's Olivia Roach as she hits it into the net. Point Washington 7-5.
And she just mistimed that one. Got to get your steps just right next time around.
Evans, the lefty, with the serve here once again. Burkhart on the attack. Nearly gets the kill, but Washington will send it back over. No. Hits into the net, so point Martinsburg at 8-5. And the Bulldogs will go back to serve. It'll be Emma Price coming on, but Bourget will serve.
Yeah, it's just a tough little mental mistake on Washington's end. Not enough power on the free ball getting it across.
8-5 Martinsburg. Bourget with a good serve. Patriots are able to get it back over. Martinsburg trying to set up the offense. Price at the net. Bourget now. Burkhart will send a free ball over. The attack from Washington, too strong, out of bounds. Point Martinsburg as Violet Smith had a good swing on it, but hit it too hard. And that's a point for the Bulldogs, now 9-5.
Yeah, right over top of the fingertips of the block that was established as well. Almost thought she was going to get a tool, but it's too high of a trajectory.
Smith this time hits it into the net, 10-5 Martinsburg. Set one action, JV volleyball between the Bulldogs of Martinsburg and the Washington Patriots. Bourget to serve here once again. Washington scrambles around and able to get it back over. Burkhart, big swing, too far, out of bounds, point Washington. It's kind of been the trend so far here, Colin. Not a whole lot of points being earned, more so just hitting the ball too hard out of bounds or into the net.
Yeah, we've still seen, though, some solid swings, and here in the first set, you hope that in the second and possibly third, if you get to a third, they clean those things up.
Smith will serve. I've seen a few aces so far. Bulldogs get it back over. Washington on the attack. Big swing there from the Patriots. And a dump over. Washington wasn't ready for it. Trying to scramble there was Stewart. She couldn't handle it. Point Martinsburg 11-6.
Good volley there. Both teams were fighting to get that point, but again, just a little mistake was the difference. Now we get some subs for Martinsburg again.
Ava Compton will serve it for the Bulldogs, who lead Washington 11-6 here in set one. Compton serve. Stort on the serve receive. Free ball sent over. Martinsburg can set up its offense. They do set up Burkhart, who's blocked at the net, but a violation against the Dogs gives the point to the Patriots.
Yeah, they've been feeding Burkhardt a good bit here on the outside. That time around, just couldn't get the job done.
That one heads into the net on the serve, so service error there from Parsons gives the point back to Martinsburg. And they'll serve here once again. Coming on is Brianna Bailey. She will head on and serve.
Yeah, right amount of power for Parsons. The ball, though, just with the spin, dropped too quickly.
That one well out of bounds from Bailey. Point Washington makes it 12-8.
Frustration on both sides there. That was our first serve errors, and they alternate.
McDonald back to serve, as I believe we're close to being back to the front of the rotation here. McDonald, though, serves it into the net, and the service errors continue, Colin.
She just never really got a good piece of that ball. Could tell as soon as it hit her hand that it had no chance of going across. Poor contact.
Ariana Knoll now to serve, and Martinsburg ends the service error run from both teams. A big swing from the Patriots. Valasek trying to feed her again. Martinsburg handles it. Knoll for Widmeyer. Nice angle, but a good response from Washington. Tough angle for Mensah. Diving out is Stort to keep it alive. Widmeyer off block. Point Martinsburg. 14-8.
Both teams had some great opportunities that volley, trying to fight for the point. You had some great digs to continue on. It was Widmeyer, though, who we have seen do very well here at this level for the Bulldogs. Capitalize ultimately to make it 14-8.
So Knoll will continue her service run. Knoll here at the dig. Boget off block. Martinsberger will recover. Widmeyer off block. And there's the block and the point for Washington. Valasek went up for it, as well as McDonald, I believe.
Kershiznik, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, Kershiznik was the one that had the first one and then helped out on that second one. 2 big blocks up front by her.
Washington earns the point there to make it 14-9. Lopez will serve here for Washington. Mensah. Stort. Smith gets it blocked by Boget, and Washington recovers.
Another good job by Kershiznik keeping that alive. See if she.
Looks like Jaden Hall, with the ace there.
Yeah, Smith just didn't have the right reaction time and had a tough first touch, which you can't have. And they attack her again, and my goodness.
Bullet gets the kill there. And a timeout here for Washington makes it 17-9. We'll take a 30-second break. This is JV volleyball action on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Martinsburg High School, 17-9 our score. JV volleyball action. Nick Verzolini, Colin McLaughlin on the call. John Allerton, our on-site producer, back in the studio. Dylan Bishop as well as Kyler High here tonight. 17-9 our score. And Colin, it's been a nice run here for Martinsburg to really extend this lead.
Yeah, largest lead of the night here. 17-9. Sitting comfortably is Martinsburg, up by 8 and 8 points away from the first set win, but
timeout
an
works well.
Timeout. There you go. That's what you kind of want, but don't always expect. But there is a decent percentage that we've seen in our years of coverage that out of a timeout it usually ices the serve.
Krishnisnik will serve it here again for Washington. Martinsburg had a tough time handling that one, and it's an ace. So the Patriots get it down to 6, 17-11.
Yeah, Hall, it looked like, was expecting more of a bounce off that net, and it kind of just skimmed it and went straight down.
Yeah, one that was very tough to handle for Martinsburg. Widmeyer off block, hits the net, I believe, as well. But Washington recovers. Bourget now will send it over. Valls. Kill attempt there for the Patriots. Off block there again. Back to Martinsburg. Martinsburg will have to play this over. They do. Smith at the net. Nice angle and a kill for the Patriots. 17-12.
Yeah, I think that was Parsons that time with the kill. Saw everybody creeping up on Martinsburg's side, so just went right over top. Hall trying to extend those hands straight up to keep it alive, but couldn't get a good enough piece of it.
I thought it was 22, but you may be right. It might have been 15. They're both pretty tall there in the middle. Bourget with a good kill at the net for Martinsburg. She's had a nice first set here, makes it 18-12, and Gracie Widmeyer will head back and serve again for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I could have been mistaken. I was just kind of purely going off reaction and a little smile from Parsons, but it could just be because her team got the point.
Who knows?
The replay and those paying attention.
Burkhart with a big swing, but way too far out of bounds. Point Patriots.
She just didn't high point it.
Balasek will head back and serve it again, and that's an ace. Point Patriots here once again, 18-14. So Washington, for being a younger team, definitely competing here so far with Martinsburg.
Yeah, they've shown some good fight so far here in this first set.
Balasek, a nice job by Knoll to keep that one alive. Burkhart off block. Point Bulldogs. Double contact, I believe, the call there. So 19-14.
I think you're correct.
Ariana Knoll subs out. Emma Price checks back in. Serve heads right into the net and ricochets off and ends up being a point for Washington. Normally that hits off that tape and it lands on the opposite side.
Yeah, you just heard that smack and the tape did not bend. Must have put some concrete in that net.
Violet Smith will serve it for the Patriots here at 19-15 Martinsburg. Smith with a good serve. Olivia Roach with the attack for the Bulldogs. Here's Roach again, tough angle. Stewart handles it. And a dump from Lopez. Price. Great job by Washington to keep that alive and keep this long volley going. Here's Burkhart on the attack. Good angle kill for the Bulldogs and a point to make it 20-15.
Yeah, not a lot of power on that swing of Burkhart, but still effective nonetheless. Able to have that angle going opposite end of the court and just went right in the middle of no man's land. So waiting for the subs to come in here before the next serve. I believe that's Compton back to serve now. It is.
Compton a good serve. Martinsburg on the attack. Price back line out of bounds. So Washington will serve it with Parsons at 20-16. Martinsburg in set one of JV, and Knoll can't handle that one. Point Patriots 20-17. Another ace for Washington. 2018 might see a Martinsburg timeout here all of a sudden.
Mensa was running to her spot there. It's naturally done, and the ball landed right behind her. She never saw it coming off a tough first pass.
Parsons continues to serve well here. Knoll gets it over. Parsons on the receiving end there. And a mishandle from the Patriots as McDonald couldn't hit it over, and it's a point for the Bulldogs, 21-18.
Yeah, tough little mistakes like that here down the stretch when you're trying to fight back into this first set. You were down by 9 at one point. If you could have continued to fight there and made it 1 point set one instead of a 3-point set one, and now another ace for Martinsburg. And they're starting to pull away yet again.
Yep, good serve there from Brianna Bailey, and 22-18 our score, and we got a timeout for Washington. We'll take a 30-second break. This is JV volleyball action on TV 10.
Powered Beck and Metsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? lawpbm.com.
We're back here at Martinsburg High School, 22-18. Bulldogs lead the Washington Patriots in JV action. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Colin McLaughlin, here in set one. Been overall a pretty competitive set. Martinsburg's been in control, but Washington hasn't backed down either.
No, we'll see if this timeout effective again or not. The last time you saw out of the timeout a serve error by Martinsburg.
Bailey again serves into the net, so the timeout works well once again for Coach Brown and Washington to make it 22-19. McDonald will serve. Martinsburg punches it over, and then Washington can't handle it. Point Bulldogs, 23-19 now our score here as we enter Knoll serving.
It's really just been the little things that have added up to be the difference here in the first set.
Ariana Knoll will serve again. She gets it over. Washington can't handle it. Point Bulldogs on the ace from Knoll, 24-19, and now set point.
Nobody went to it.
Definitely a few miscommunications in this first set for both sides. Martinsburg trying to close it out here. If Knoll's serving at 24-19. And the tip over, a great kill there for Valasek. Harper Valasek, the freshman, showing some good stuff here in this JV match. 24-20 our score.
Got to have the next four. Bless you.
Thank you. Solanke will serve it here for Washington at 24-20. Widmeyer with the attack. Knoll now sets up Mensa. Mensa sends it over. Washington with the quick dump. Set up for Gracie Widmeyer. In on that back line, and the kill and the point for Martinsburg makes it 25-20 here in set one. The Bulldogs take it. We'll take a 1-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have set two of JV volleyball action. It's West Virginia High School volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Jonathan Bodwell, Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at whmsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We're back here at Martinsburg High School. Nick Verslini, Colin McLaughlin, happy to have you with us. John Alderton, our on-site producer, back in the studio. Dylan Bishop, Kyler High here tonight. So we begin set 2 of JV volleyball action. Set number 2 is brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. Excuse me, they became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, as well as the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Get at wvjusticelawyers.com. Colin, any thoughts there on set 1?
Both teams still have a few things that they need to clean up, but I did like that Washington didn't quit. But as I said, it was really just the little things that continued to add up with a few mistakes that were the difference to give Martinsburg the win in that first set. They still look like the better team, but you never know. That may change. There's still a lot of talent and capabilities on the Washington side that they could respond and take it. I mean, yes, as I said, there were still little things, but if you clean those up, it could be that 5-point swing and force a third set. Who knows?
In high school volleyball, it's a lot like the Baltimore Ravens. No lead is safe.
Yeah, you know that more so than I do.
For sure. So just because you come out and you look good in set 1 does not mean you will do the same in set 2.
I guess Martinsburg didn't blow it because they only went up by 9, not double digits like the Ravens.
It's true. But
sorry to keep
your total points don't
you.
matter
It's
in
true.
volleyball. It's just about winning the most sets. Sometimes you can score more total points.
That is a solid point.
Yeah.
We saw that a few weeks ago.
So things can change very quickly, but we'll see what happens here. Young Washington JV squad, a lot of freshmen, but they have shown some talent here in this match. Martinsburg a bit more experienced, but both teams still battling it out here after a relatively competitive first set, and we'll get ready to start the set with Knoll coming back in, the libero, and she will serve for Martinsburg. Knoll's serve is a good one, and we're underway here in set 2. Valasek with the big attack and the kill for Washington. Making 1-0 Patriots here in set 2.
Nice quick little attack there immediately out of the gate.
Yeah, it's good to see if you are Washington. Solanke will go back and serve it here for the Patriots, and a great job in the middle once again by Kirshiznik. Or Kirshiznik, excuse me.
Yep, that one was overhit, and she was waiting for it the entire way. Was able to put it right over the blocker where nobody could get it.
2-0 Patriots in set 2. Bourget with a big swing and the kill. 2-1. So already the offense looks a lot more efficient from both sides in the first 3 points here, Colin.
Yeah, Bourget again from the middle and just went left. Blocker couldn't get a piece of it. And that was that.
2-1 on our score. Jaden Hall will serve it here for Martinsburg in set 2. Martinsburg taking set 1 if you're just now joining us, 25-20. And Hall will serve it as a line drive that Washington has to scramble to get back over, and they do. Boucher with another strong attack from the middle. And that one heads out of bounds, point Bulldogs. Kind of looked like Martinsburg for a second was going to give up a point, but it fell on that line and out of bounds. So, point Martinsburg.
Yeah, they followed it all the way and knew, but it was definitely close for comfort.
Big swing from Smith, but too far. And maybe it's just like a body language thing from me up here where I was like, is Martinsburg going to let in a point, or is that ball out? And it was, in fact, out. Hall this time sends it into the net. We're tied at 3.
Kind of hit that one when it was coming down, didn't high point it. Never got enough loft to get it over the net. Now Kershiznik to serve.
She's been pretty impressive here tonight, Colin, in that
yes,
middle
she has.
For Washington. Good height, player to build around possibly for the future. As this one heads into the net, point Bulldogs 4-3.
Yeah, and that's tough. You can't have that first touch that close to the net. Always next to impossible to recover when that's the case.
Brianna Bailey will head back and serve for Martinsburg. It's a good serve from Bailey. That hits the antenna off the serve receive, and it's a point for the Bulldogs, 5-3. So Bailey will head back here once again for Martinsburg, leading it 5-3 in set 1 of JV or set 2 of JV volleyball action. It's another good serve from Bailey. Washington will play it over. Hall sets up Widmeyer in the middle, off block. She recovers, tries to get it quickly back over, but Washington does a good job of digging out. Hall with the dump in 2 for Martinsburg. Valasek at the attack. Boucher and Widmeyer combined for the block and the point for Martinsburg. Make it 6-3 Bulldogs here in set 2. Nick Verzolini, Kyle McLaughlin, happy to have you with us for West Virginia High School volleyball action. It's Bailey with another good serve. Boucher right at the net and the kill. Looked like she was just dunking it at the rim. 7-3.
Yeah, she made that look too easy.
Brianna Bailey with a good serve. Balasek off the attack, off the tip of Emma Price and out of bounds. Point Washington 7-4.
What an angle there. You saw Widmeyer and Boucher going up for the block, and you had to go to the left of it. Somehow kept it in. Little help there from Price, as you said, off the hands of her.
Balasek here at the serve for Washington. Boucher with the quick dump. Smith with a big swing and a big kill. Point Patriots 7-5.
There you go. It's just those little things like that. It shows there's definitely some talent in this Washington team. Just got to continue to build off that and get a nice run. That is the thing that we haven't seen from them.
Balasek with the serve. Play at the net. Both teams kind of bobble it around. It ends up being a point for Washington, and they've cut the lead down to just 1 here, make it 7-6. So great comeback, and give credit to Harper Valasek and her serves, putting Washington in a good position. And then, of course, Martinsburg at times has just struggled a little bit to deal with it. Patriots tying their shoe.
You just hope that you're not icing your own teammate here.
Yeah, occasionally that extra delay can just be enough to throw off your timing and your rhythm. But we'll see here. Valasek doesn't get iced, gets it over Widmeyer, good swing. Smith on the other end. Hall for Widmeyer again into the net this time. Point Washington. We're tied at 7.
Great little dive there by Valasek to
4-0
keep
run
play going
for the Patriots as well to tie this game back up after Martinsburg took a nice little 7-3 lead. That has been eliminated now. Hall at the net for Widmeyer. Big swing and the kill. Gracie Widmeyer gets the kill. The point for the Dogs at 8-7.
Yeah, and I like that from Martinsburg. You just saw Widmeyer hit one into the net. So typically you'd see a team maybe switch the attack to the other side. No, they went right back to her. They know that she has the talent, and she was able to this time around get the point.
Berger sends a moon ball out of bounds, tied at 8.
Uncharacteristic from her.
No, she's had a great match for sure. So just a misplay on the hit. Violet Smith will head back and serve it now for the Patriots, tied at 8. It's a good serve. Martinsburg does handle it, though. Knoll will have to attack. Stored on the other end. Set up at the net. Blocked by the Bulldogs. Point Martinsburg. Not sure if it even went over there from Solanke.
Yeah, not sure either. Solanke, with the set, decided to still go up with two hands to try to get it over. Just wasn't in the right positioning for a spike, and that was costly.
So Martinsburg regains the lead here at 9-8. Ava Compton will head back and serve it now for the Bulldogs. Set 2, JV volleyball. Martinsburg takes set 1, 25-20. Compton sends it too far, out of bounds, service error.
Back to back.
Those are always tough.
Long, yeah.
Ties this thing up at 9, Colin, and we will see Parsons head back and serve it. And the set brought to you by Parsons Ford.
And that was something that wasn't there in that first set that Martinsburg won. The only times they had to serve errors, I believe, were out of the timeouts.
Yeah, it's true. But 10-9 here. Gracie
Widmeyer
will serve, see if she can end what is now, 2 straight service errors from Martinsburg.
Yes,
and
2 straight.
3 of the last 4 have been errors between the two teams. Or so. Widmeyer with a good serve there. Mensa. Burkhart off block. Washington can't recover. Point Martinsburg 11-9.
Yeah, the block was there. Just the contact from the block was too close to the net for anybody to play.
(10-9) Widmeyer into the net. 10-10. A lot of service errors here in this match overall, but especially here it seems like here in set 2 as Martinsburg built itself a 7-3 lead. Washington, though, just kept battling back here in this second set to tie it at 7. Martinsburg's helped them out, and there's another error. Teams just trading those at this point.
Yeah, both teams just giving the other points. Getting a little sloppy here in the second set.
Ariana Knoll will go back and serve it here for Martinsburg once again. 11-10 Bulldogs. We're back to the frontline rotation with Knoll serving, and her first serve is a good one. Washington tries to angle it in. They do. Burkhart, tough pass, but Knoll handled it, and Martinsburg somehow got it over. Solanke plays it over for Washington. Now Stort on the other end. Widmeyer. Compton. Mensa will have to hit it over. Big swing there from the Patriots. Can the Bulldogs set up their offense? They can't. Solanke gets the kill. 11-11.
Yeah, that was a tough one, it looked like, for Solanke to really get. She had to reach back behind herself to get good contact on that and tied up.
Excuse me, I believe that's a 9, not a 5 there. So I think that was actually Jones.
Okay.
Stella Jones there. Might have been Salake, though. She also goes to the bench. So not 100% sure on that one. But these numbers for Washington are a bit blocky. So sometimes the 9s and the 5s and the 6s all kind of look a little bit the same. But point here for the Patriots. They have the lead at 12-11. Serving for Washington is Sophia Lopez. And there's an ace for Lopez, and it's 13-11. So Martinsburg falling behind a little bit here. To this point, I believe it's the latest that Washington's held a lead in the set.
I don't think they ever had a lead in the first set. And
maybe 1-0, but yeah.
Things just falling apart here for Martinsburg.
So 14-11. Yeah. Washington forces Martinsburg to take the timeout. We will take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
Washington here in set 2 of JV volleyball leads Martinsburg 14-11. First Lenny McLaughlin, happy to have you with us. John Alderton, our on-site producer, back in the studio is Dylan Bishop as well as Kyler High. And Martinsburg can't handle that serve either, so another point for the Patriots, 15-11.
And Mensa had her momentum carry herself well underneath the net to give another easy point for Washington.
Lopez to serve it here again. Knoll. Mensa on the attack. Lopez sets it up. Washington for Burkhart now for Martinsburg. Stewart plays it. Here's Burkhart. Both teams in this long volley. Dump over from Washington. Auger. Another good job by the Patriots to dig it out. Mensa keeps it alive. Here's Burkhart on the attack. 15-11 our score. Long volley. Auger with the block and the kill. Point Bulldogs, 15-12.
That was a good block. See if that gives Martinsburg some momentum.
3-point lead. Jaden Hall will go back and serve it for the Bulldogs at 15-12 for Washington. Hall with a good serve. Washington in scramble mode. They somehow, no, they can't. They hit it into that divider to make it 15-13.
Yeah, they did the right thing. Unfortunately, the divider exists.
Hall, another line drive, bullet serve for the kill. Or the ace, I should say. 15-14. So Martinsburg's right back in it. Hall will serve here once again. Definitely starting to heat up for Martinsburg here in set 2 is Jaden Hall. Another line drive, low serve, and this time Washington gets it over. Burkhart on the attack, too strong, out of bounds. Point Patriots.
Yeah,
16-14.
You wanted to keep her back there serving. Hall has some fire behind those.
Shiznick will serve it here again for Washington.
Great serve by her, too.
Yeah, a little bit different style, but it just looped in there, and Martinsburg couldn't handle it. 17-14, Washington again pulling away a little bit here in set 2 after losing set 1, 25-20. Burkhart on the serve receive, Martinsburg with the dump. Patriots set up Smith off block. Knoll keeps it alive for the Dogs. Widmeyer will have to send a free ball. She does. Washington, though, responds with a free ball of their own. Burkhardt off a tough pass from Knoll. She can't handle it. Makes it 18-14. Washington still leading here in set 2.
Yeah, Washington's come out and looking like the better team here in the second set.
Hall for Bourget. Big swing off the tip of the Patriots. They can't handle that. Sadea Bourget has been tremendous tonight in the middle for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, she's having a big night in that middle attack.
Her and Widmeyer at times as well form a promising young duo for Martinsburg to build around moving forward. Here's Brianna Bailey with the serve, and a good serve there. It's a kill, or an ace, I should say. 18-16. So Martinsburg continues to creep back in after giving up the lead here in set 2. But Washington has responded every time they've gotten it back close. So see what happens here.
Yeah, Lopez needed to backpedal there and started and then tried to turn her body and just couldn't really get to where she needed to be for that serve in the back corner.
Good serve there from Bailey. Trying to set up Widmeyer. They do, and that's a beauty for the kill. Gracie Widmeyer with another big shot from the Bulldogs, 18-17.
That's exactly how you draw it up. That's how you want it executed every single time.
Bailey, service ace. 18-18, timeout, Washington. Set 2, JV volleyball. Martinsburg leads it 1-0, and they've tied it up here in set number 2. We'll take a 30-second break with the timeout. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
We welcome you back here to Martinsburg High School. Nick Verzolini, Colin McLaughlin. High school volleyball action tied at 18 in JV action. Set number 2. Widmeyer at the net. Martinsburg trying to recover here from a Washington attack. They get it over Stort. Sets it up. Big swing from Smith. Bulldogs in scramble mode. Bourget somehow gets it over. Krishnisnik at the net for Washington. Now Widmeyer mistimed. It's a point for the Patriots, 19-18.
Yeah, that's just too close to the net for Widmeyer to get a play on. You could see there she was making her jump, didn't want to obviously make contact or go underneath the net, and that caused her to just be too far back away from the ball, but you get the point back as a serve error comes back for Washington. You haven't seen many here in the second set, which is why they've been able to stick around.
Bourget will serve for the Dogs. 19-19, and Bourget to the back line. Stort handles it. Washington plays it over. Hall for Widmeyer. She didn't get the hit she wanted there. Hit it straight up in the air. And it's a point for the Patriots. They now lead it 20-19.
That's tough. You need those.
It seemed like they had solid execution to get it to Widmeyer, which is what you want to do, but she just didn't hit it well for whatever reason. Smith, nice serve. Attack there from Price. Washington now sends it over. Hall for Price here again. Stort couldn't handle it initially, but the Patriots get it over. Hall now sends a free ball. Both teams kind of trading volleys here. Widmeyer with the soft touch. That's what she was trying to do earlier, and she gets the point this time, tied at 20.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to go back to her or not. You could see there for the start of the volley, after the two mistakes that Widmeyer made, they switched the attack to the other side. They were trying to see if it could get it to work. Third time, though, around here on the setup. They bring it back to Widmeyer's side, and she's able to get the point.
Martinsburg, Knoll from Mensa off the net. Bulldogs get a little bit lucky, but they get the point.
Yeah, you can see her covering her mouth there. She thought she gave that point to Washington and just got lucky.
You'll take it.
Yeah.
If you're Martinsburg, Ava Compton serving here for the Dogs. Washington trying to tie this thing back up. Martinsburg trying to put them away here in set 2. Gracie Widmeyer off block. There's the kill. She's locked back in, Colin. It's 22-20.
Yep, perfectly placed set for her as well, and another timeout taken by Washington.
Timeout, Patriots, 22-20. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Volleyball on TV 10.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
At Martinsburg High School, 22-20, our score. Martinsburg leads Washington. Nick Verzolini, Kyle McLaughlin, happy to have you with us. John Alderton, our on-site producer, back in the studio. Dylan Bishop, Kyler High. And serving for the Dogs is Ava Compton. Martinsburg trying to put Washington away here in JV. It's a good serve out of the timeout, something Martinsburg struggled with earlier. As this one, though, a good attack from Washington. They get the point, 22-21.
Yeah, they still get the point. It wasn't a serve error this time like you saw the other timeouts be. But you still want to get that point back when you call the timeout. Get the control on your end.
Kaylee Parsons to serve it. Dump there in 2 from Compton. Widmeyer, Mensa, plays it over. Block from Mensa. Washington went under the net, I believe, to get that one. It's a point for Martinsburg, 23-21. Coach Brown going to come over and argue.
I think they said that there was a 4 call.
Okay.
And they're trying to say that one of the ones was a block, which shouldn't count as that touch. So we'll see if it's overturned and they replay or if it stays a point for Martinsburg.
Yeah, it's going to be tough probably to overturn that one, and we won't see an overturn here. Gracie Widmeyer. At the end of the day, for the official down, it's hard for him to probably tell.
Yeah.
So he's just confirming, I guess, what the up official saw. But good job if you're the coach to at least argue it. And this one, a whistle blown and a point for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think that was Solanke called for being in or under the net, and that now allows a match point opportunity for the Bulldogs here.
24-21, Widmeyer to serve. And her serve. This is a near ace, but we won't be over yet. 24-22.
Premature there, Nick.
Yeah. It looked good.
It did, but they were able to play it off the net and keep it alive. Great job there up front by Washington. But now you need 2 straight points to make it a win-by-2 scenario.
Fiona Evans to serve for the Patriots. Mensah over. Washington on the attack. Solanke. Here's Solanke again. Knoll handles it. Mensah. Good swing, but Washington's answered. Knoll played that one, and she had to, I think, but it's a point for the Patriots nonetheless. 24-23, timeout Martinsburg.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. She had to. That was going to fall in the back corner. It was a great job by Ariana Knoll for getting to that ball, but unfortunately nobody followed her. Nobody went to help her out. So now Washington 1 point away from tying us up, forcing the winner-take-all 2-point thing here in the second set, or a winner-take-all set 3. Possibly on the horizon, too. Who knows?
Yep, we will have to wait and see. 24-23, it all comes down to really this serve in some ways for Washington. Can't have a mishit out of the timeout. Going back to serve it is Fiona Evans once again, who's looked good over the last few serves for the Patriots. The lefty gets it over. Knoll handles. Played in the middle by Martinsburg. That's Wood. Knoll sets up Wood in the middle. Washington, though, has responded so far. Burkhart on the attack. She can't handle it. Point Patriots. 24-24. So now you got to win by 2 for either side.
That was just nowhere close for her.
Evans. Good serve. Knoll. Mensah, big swing. Patriots get it over and get the lead, 25-24. No lead is safe in high school volleyball. Krzyznik with the kill that time for Washington to make it 25-24. Serving again is Evans. It's a long serve and it's out. Tied at 25.
If you're Martinsburg, that's huge because it keeps you alive and it resets your rotation as well here.
Knoll with the serve. Solanke with the swing. Bourget at the front. It's been her match, and she... Is that not 4?
No, because the block doesn't count as 1.
Ah, okay.
And she overhits it that time. She's trying to say it's off block. She's not getting it.
The bottom judge is saying tipped. Point Martinsburg.
He is. The top official was saying that it wasn't. I think we might get a replay here as a result.
Bulldogs are hoping to get the point here. We'll see. I mean, if he had a better angle, he may be able to convince his fellow
we have
official.
The line judge also saying it was. So there you go. Martinsburg gets the point.
So point awarded to the Bulldogs at 26-25. This is the match point. Ariana Knoll will serve for Martinsburg. Knoll. Attack from Washington. Burkhart gets it over. Martinsburg scrambling around. Compton, Mensah off tape. Woo! There it is. Martinsburg takes it 27-25. And a very good set 2 back and forth action between the Bulldogs and the Patriots. But Martinsburg wins the JV match, and we'll head to varsity. Colin, any thoughts here? We'll do the JV postgame real quick.
Unconventional way to get the point there at the end, but you'll take it any way possible. Typically, you don't see a dump on the third hit, but that's what she went for. And as you said, got right off the tape. You're able to get it and get the win. I liked what I saw from Washington, though. A very young team, as we said, a lot of sophomores and freshmen mostly on that JV team, and they didn't quit. They gave a big fight to Martinsburg, especially in that second set. Nearly had it, but just came up short.
Our post-game show brought to you by Rock's Local Markets. With convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle, Rock's Fast, Fresh, Friendly, as well as the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. The clock is ready to roll. We're already down to 19 minutes before the start of varsity action. We'll take a 5-minute break. When we return, we'll have our varsity pregame show and get you set for Martinsburg and Washington. This is high school volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 5.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Hi, Cresha Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
There's a new seafood place in town. It rocks crab cake sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
They're a hit. It's a race between Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger to see which is best. And the winner is, get both.
You're in there again, Robbie? Hey, I don't blame you. Your Endless Pool is always ready. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Endless Pools are great and ready to use year-round. And let's be honest, you're not just splashing around. The resistance current, full-body workout. You've got some serious wing definition, my friend. Okay. Time for the best part. Sauna time. Look at you, total peace. The heat sinks in, your muscles let go, and the world, it can wait. That's the magic of having a sauna at home. No rushing, no noise, no schedules. Just you and a space that feels like it was built to recharge you. Right now, Floor Pools is part of a limited time offer, and you could save up to $5,000 on an Endless Pool. But that's not all. When you come into Floor Pools, they'll bundle in a sauna at a seriously great price. It's Robbie's Swim and Sweat Bundle, now until September 14th. Swim, recover, relax, all in one place. Your place. Visit floorpools.com or stop by Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, or Martinsburg and ask about Robbie's Swim and Sweat promotion. He says you'll never want to leave home again.
Welcome you back here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube for the varsity match between Washington and Martinsburg. Pre-game coverage brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or give them a call at 304-263-4343. Pre-game coverage also brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. You can call them at 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. Just saw the JV match go only 2 of the 3 sets. Martinsburg victorious in both. Now it will be the varsity Bulldogs' turn against the Lady Patriots. Get to see them for the first time. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Nick Verzolini. John Alderton's the on-site producer. Back at the studio, it's Dylan Bishop and Kyler High. Nick, your opening thoughts or hopes here for tonight?
Yeah, I don't know if we wanted to save it for the interview, but we know Villa out for Martinsburg tonight, so not certain how long that will be, but not having her in the lineup is huge. She's probably their best outside hitter, arguably their best all-around player. So.
Arguably one of the best in the entire county.
Yeah, so the EPAC.
Yeah.
But either way, not having her is huge. I still think Martinsburg has a very good team, but she's been really the most consistent and kind of heart and soul of the team, I guess you could say, in a lot of ways, because you can just rely on her to consistently be in the right spot and put some kills down. Now, can Martinsburg still find some offense? Well, we'll have to wait and see. And of course, you hope for a speedy recovery from Villa because of her talent, and just, for anybody, obviously, that goes down with an injury, don't want it to be severe. So wish her the best. We'll hear from Coach about it and how maybe it affects the team and such. For Washington, we haven't seen them this year. There are a few familiar names, but like you said, Colin, it's a relatively young team. So a few newcomers as well. Coach Brown trying to build up this program. I guess like Stovall is a familiar one here. Lindsay Wick. A few others, but for the most part, Brown. Yeah, it's a young team. There's not a whole lot to really go off of, so I don't really know what to expect tonight. I know Washington's gotten off to a slow start record-wise, but it's an EPAC game, so it can always go either way.
Yeah, 2-6-1 for them, and then for Martinsburg, I believe 3-2, coming off Thursday against Petersburg and Pendleton. For now, we'll step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, you'll hear from both teams' head coach as you're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Ardenelville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti,
the one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome you back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse, just a few minutes away from varsity action between Washington and Martinsburg here in EPAC Volleyball. Let's now hear from both teams' head coaches. First joined by Martinsburg Lady Bulldog head coach Carrie Anderson. Coach Anderson, talked to you a week ago before the Hedgesville match. Since then, what have you liked about your team?
I like the bounce back that we had. We had 2 games this past Thursday against Petersburg and Pendleton that I think were some big confidence boosters for us coming in. I think we had a really tough start to our season, so being able to have that game where the girls can try new things, get their confidence back, I think that was really important for them. So I've seen a different side of them this week.
How much growth have you seen from your team since that first match up until now?
They've been working really hard in the gym. They put in all the hours. We've been watching film nonstop. They're just more dedicated to getting better every day.
Have they met your expectations? Have they exceeded expectations?
I wouldn't quite say they've met them yet. There's a couple things that we're trying to break some bad habits, but I definitely think they're on their way there for sure.
What maybe are some of those bad habits that you mentioned?
I think that they just need to we're trying to work on our heart and drive right now. Being able to just give it your all and let your body hit the floor and not have that hold back mindset, giving that see ball, get ball. So that's something that we're definitely working on. That might be the only thing that I need from them still.
Washington, the opponent tonight, have you got to study anything about them and see what stands out?
No, not yet. I like going into some of these games a little bit more open-minded just to see what the girls will do. We've been mainly watching our own film and seeing what we need to correct in practice.
So what are you hoping that response is then tonight for your team?
I'm hoping for them to try the new things that we did against Petersburg, the same things that we did. And just because we're in the county doesn't mean that we can't do those things. We've been working really hard on defense too, so hopefully seeing a little bit more scrappiness and a little bit more of that grit from them tonight.
All right, anything else?
Nope, that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Washington Lady Patriots, Jared Brown. Coach Brown, first time we get to see your team. How's the season gone?
It's been off to a pretty good start. We're a young team, so obviously there's some challenges and obstacles, but I've definitely seen a lot of growth from not only individuals but us as a team.
Speaking of that growth, what maybe are some of those things going into more detail?
Well, we faced some really tough competition playing the last 2 state champions the last couple of weeks in Musselman and Hedgesville. Got a lot of youth in some important critical spots, but they're definitely coming up to speed relatively quickly. The pace of the game at this level really starts to get intense, so they're definitely buying in and really working to kind of work on their consistency. I think that's been the big one.
What are some of the goals that you have in place for them here this season?
Just to continue to grow and get better both as a player individually and also as a team of working together. That's kind of really all you can ask is, every day get 1% better than the last day. And if you continue to grow throughout the season, I think you'll be pretty happy with your growth individually and hopefully our success as a team.
What have been some of, the big strengths for your team here early on?
We got some good leadership in our back row. Our libero, our setter are both returning starters. I think that helps provide some guidance for some of our young hitters, give them some experience to lean on and help as they come to some new challenging situations. Ball control's been a lot better as of late, and we're just hoping it can continue that way.
It's Martinsburg tonight. What are you hoping that your team accomplishes?
Really hoping to compete. Last year when we came in here, we faced them, took them to 5 sets, and we're right on the edge and cusp of winning. It came up just short. So we're hoping we can start fast and, put a foot down, hopefully put up a victory.
Have you had any time to study Martinsburg? If so, what are some things that stand out to you?
I remember that a lot of their girls are returning from last year. Got some really big hitters on the outside, good blocks across the net. Pretty much some just good experience across the board. If I remember, a lot of their regular players are experienced from last season, so I know they're going to put up a tough competition. Looking at their performance throughout the season, they faced some tough teams, but they've also done really well. So we're looking forward to a nice, high-level competitive contest.
Alrighty, Coach Brown, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Have a great night.
That was our coaches' interviews. Appreciate Coach Anderson and Coach Brown for their time. Step aside, take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll introduce you to both teams. You're tuned into EPAC volleyball action on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
There's a new seafood place in town. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
They're a hit. It's a race between Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger to see which is best. And the winner is, get both.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. About a minute and a half or so away from warm-ups concluding for Washington. Martinsburg already wrapped up its warm-up. So let's now introduce you to both teams, starting with the visiting Washington Lady Patriots underneath head coach Jared Brown, assistant coach Amanda Sosnicki, Jenica Brown, and Jared McNeely. For Washington, see a sophomore number 3, Addison Sloan, junior number 8, Della Brown, junior number 10, McKenna Stovall, junior number 11, Lindsay Wick, a sophomore number 12, Kiara Shank, sophomore number 13, Lyric Carr, a senior number 16, Lauren Spitzer, sophomore number 18, Emily McNeely, sophomore number 19, Kaylee Robinson, sophomore number 22, Violet Smith. For Martinsburg now have sophomore number 2, Gracie Widmeyer, senior number 3, Yaya Teasley, senior number 5, Riley DeLauder, sophomore number 6, Ariana Knoll, a junior number 7, Abby Rupenthal, senior number 9, DM Bajents, a freshman number 10, Ellie Palmer, a sophomore number 13, Sophia Ray, senior number 17, Emma Bass, a senior number 22, Katie Zittel, senior number 23, Anayase Villa, who's unavailable here this evening for Martinsburg, sophomore number 27, Jaden Hall, freshman number 30, Aviana King, and lastly, a junior number 34, Peyton McMillan. Martinsburg coached by first-year head coach Kiara Anderson. As the PA announcer will announce both teams and get our pregame festivities concluded, we will step aside and take one last break. Let's make it a 3-minute break, please, back at the studio. And when we return, we will have set number 1 between Washington and Martinsburg varsity volleyball action here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube, back in 3 minutes.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Howard Beck and Matsurif Law Offices. 50 years experience. No fees unless we collect money for you. Always here to help you. Any questions? LawPBM.com.
It's an instant classic. Hold still! Get Rock's delicious chicken sandwich and delicious burger with pickle aioli and Heinz thick-cut dill pickles.
We brought the beach to you. Get Rock's Crab Cake Sandwich with 70% real crab meat.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
We welcome you back as both teams will now shake hands at the net, and we will have set number 1 commence after that. First set brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their website, fordofhagerstown.com. Set number 1 also brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zurich Law Offices. Call them at 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today, or visit www.lawpbm.com. Washington in the blue and red, Martinsburg in the dark gray and black.
Should be an interesting match here tonight, Colin. Again, we don't really know too much about Washington. Kind of a young team, a lot of players coming up from JV from last year, but trying to build a program. And Martinsburg, without Villa on the outside, should be interesting to see how Bass and some of these other players step up to give them a consistent attack here tonight. That's going to be pretty huge. So we'll see here. Looks like Zittel, though, as normal, will go back and serve first for the Bulldogs.
Yep, see her back there, and away we go. Our first serve across. Washington on the attack, and they strike first from the outside.
Looks like Shank.
Yep.
So, great start there for Washington. The Beast is in the house. He's fired up. He's ready to go.
And the first serve into the net from Robinson ties us up at 1.
Yeah, not what you wanted there if you're Washington after a great kill from Shank. Robinson sends it right into the net. So we're tied at 1, and Martinsburg back to serve.
That serve off the net and hit over on the first attempt by the libero Stovall. But now under the attack goes Washington. See if they can capitalize, and there you go. That one drills Zittel and will go down the steps, so we're going to have to wait a little bit for that game ball to be retrieved. Should just take the other one off the score table. Instead, we'll wait.
She got there quick. Good throw.
Must have stayed on that turnaround of the steps instead of going to the next downward spiral. Stovall serves. Martinsburg with the attack off block. Washington keeps it alive with the pancakes. That off block. Whistle blows. Contact into the net. Washington gets the point. They have a lead now of 3-1.
Colin, you know, in the years that we've been doing this, I don't know if I've ever seen the backup ball be inserted. I feel like no matter where the ball goes, they're going to track it down. It's gone underneath the bleachers before. Down the stairs is probably the furthest.
That off block and out, point Martinsburg, making it 3-2. Overhit. Ray nearly makes him pay. Zittel, great job there by the freshman keeping alive in Palmer, but a free ball sent across to Washington's side. Some hard swings here. That one out. Point Martinsburg. We're knotted up at 3.
Yeah, Bulldogs going back to serve here with Pageant. Good serve.
Deep free ball. Kept alive. Here's Zittel for Ray on the outside off block, and Martinsburg takes the lead.
Well, I do think if Martinsburg's going to find that consistent outside hitter with Villa being out for however long it ends up being. Sophia Ray, the sophomore, seems like kind of the next player to take that role. She's had a good season, and she's just going to have to expand on her role and step up.
Miss hit there. Martinsburg gets the point as Robinson kind of awkwardly made an attempt at that. It's now 5-3 Bulldogs.
And they have some good young players. We've seen Gracie Widmeyer on the JV squad. Maybe she starts to get a role.
And that is out, but another hard hit by Wick.
Yeah, well, we used to call her Lindsey John Wick for a reason, because she is a sniper out there, Colin.
6-3. She just needs to fix that scope.
Yeah.
Short serve again. This time it goes into the net from Bajent. The error gives the Patriots the point.
Spitzer, the lone senior.
Yeah. Middle attack, Teasley blocked. Kept alive by Rubenthal. Another attack. That goes into the net. Washington quick to react, and great job recovering. Tough angle there. It's Martinsburg on the attack. Again from the middle. And Teasley gets the point. 7-4. You see they're switching some things up. Don't always see a middle attack be fed here at the varsity level for Martinsburg, but with no Villa on the outside, everybody getting involved early.
Yeah, that's going to have to be.
And another serve mistake by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're the freshman. King mishit it. She's been very good for this team, especially on her serves.
Serve drops across and hitting one. Nearly a point for Martinsburg, but kept alive. Tough first pass. Washington almost gets the point, but Rubenthal recovers it. And a free ball into the net. The mistake gives Washington another point. It's 7-6. Bulldogs up by one here in set one.
A good back and forth action here early on.
Serves out of play. Point Martinsburg. Sub will check in here as McMillan goes up front for the freshman Palmer. Drop serve across. Now the outside attack. Martinsburg with a tough angle for DeWater, but she's able to still manage it across. Teasley calls off her teammates for the short free ball. There's another outside attack, and it's a kill by Robinson. Now some subs as Washington brings McNeely in for some height up front. Serve, a lob shot across. King sets up Teasley. The block wasn't set up, but it still went straight to Robinson. Now they have McMillan on the outside, and she gets the kill and the point for the Bulldogs, making it 9-7. And that is one of those little differences that you're going to see now for however long Villa is out. McMillan on the outside in her place.
Yeah, her, Riley DeWater. You know, a lot of these players are going to have to step up, be more aggressive, and the Bass as well. You know, players that have rotated in, they've played big roles in the past for this team, so they're not, you know, completely unfamiliar with the opportunity, but Villa is just different. You know, she just hits the ball really hard. She's really good on the outside, so not having her will be huge, but they have other capable players for sure. You see one there, DeLauder with a kill. That makes it 10-8. This is, you know, I guess kind of a good stretch of the year to if you're going to have an injury to a key player, try to learn some things, pick up some new strategies, because no disrespect, Washington, though, has been kind of one of the bottom teams in the EPAC, so you feel like Martinsburg has the advantage.
That hit into the net from Shank. Point Martinsburg. They lead 11-8.
Of course, you're coming off games against lower-level schools, so you don't have to face the Musselmans and the Hedgesvilles right now. You can kind of work on yourself before you have to face them again.
Another good serve across by Zittel. She'll now try to set up somebody and got a little help there as it was really close to the net. She just tapped it up, and Washington hit it back for Bajent, but it goes out. The point for Washington makes it 11-9. Liner across with the serve. Here's Bajent off the setup, and she just taps it across the block attempt for the kill.
As Coach Brown mentioned, Washington was able to force a 5-set match in one of the 3 matches these two teams had last year. So, they showed some improvement. They showed some growth for sure, but off to a little bit of a rough start this year down here early on, 12-9.
Off block, point Washington, as nobody could recover between Bajent and Ray, making it 12-10.
Yeah, it seemed like Ray just kind of lost it as it was coming down, and like you said, couldn't recover.
Nearly an ace, but Rupenthal hits it across to keep it alive. And now a tap across. Ray almost hit that into Bajent. Now they set up the outside. Bass off block with the kill. Point Martinsburg.
Yeah, good swing from Bass. So again, another one of those players that we've been mentioning. Can these guys, can they step up? So
Bajent back to serve. Her serve's across, playable by Washington. Good swing. Martinsburg ready for it. That at the net. Did it hit the antenna?
Apparently
looks like
not.
we actually get an under the net call instead
I think Ray went underneath
against Martinsburg, so point Washington.
So a few sloppy plays here early on, but that's usually expected in set 1.
Serve error, point Martinsburg. 14-11 the score now in favor of the Bulldogs. Martinsburg making some changes now. King back to serve. And it's out. Point Washington, making it 14-12.
Yeah, second service error here early on from King. So, definitely a tough start here for her.
King now setting up Ray, who has to just dump it across into the middle of Washington. Tough collision there between Ray and Rupenthal. Both get up and are okay, and it's a point for Martinsburg. Through it all on the outside. DeWater makes it 15-12.
Yeah, luckily there was no head-to-head contact, just shoulder, but definitely a hit to the head or neck area. I don't know if you'd flag that one, Colin.
Checking on Rupenthal.
She seems to be all right.
Yeah. Playing through. Gets that bump. King with the set. Ray from the back line tucks it in, says the line judge. Point Martinsburg. Timeout Washington. At 16-12 here in the first set, the Bulldogs lead. We'll step aside and take a 30-second break. You're tuned into EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Jonathan Bodwell Insurance Solutions. We've been serving the Eastern Panhandle with their insurance needs for 20 years. We specialize in Medicare and health insurance plans. Medicare can be scary. We help seniors navigate the Medicare maze and not get taken advantage of by the call centers. We give honest, local advice on your insurance. We're located in the Aiken Center, 304-283-0864.
We are back inside the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. 16-12. Martinsburg leads Washington. Varsity volleyball action set number 1. Best 3 of 5. Ray to serve now for Martinsburg.
Yeah, she's been on a nice little rally here for the Bulldogs. Built themselves a 4-point lead. We'll see if the timeout works. It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's an ace from Martinsburg, making it 17-12. We need to get a disco ball in here for the dance parties. Unless they had one and somebody mistook it for a volleyball. There you go.
Dance again.
Started up again. Sophie Ray extending that Martinsburg lead out to 18-12.
Yeah, just 2 great serves come in low, and Washington can't handle them as they hit the floor.
Another serve. This time it has more air underneath it and playable by Washington. Tap it across to the back line. McMillan on the outside swings it across. That one into the net. And too big of a hit. It goes out from Carr. Point Martinsburg. Stretching it out now to 19-12, I believe.
Yeah, it should be once they put it in. But
yep.
Nice job by Martinsburg here of communicating after some tough plays early on.
Ray with another hard serve across, putting the pressure on Washington. Now the Bulldogs on the attack again on the outside. One touch across. Here comes McMillan. Straight to the libero Stovall. Now the outside off block. Ray with a diving save from a great swing by Robinson. A dump. Teasley prepared. Robinson, Rubenthal. King for McMillan. Off block. Ray again. And this time it's out off Teasley. Point Washington.
Yeah, but you gotta love the effort from Martinsburg. Sophia Ray playing that back line from the server position, making some great saves to give her team a chance. But Washington still finds a way to get the point. So
19-13 now.
See if this starts a new rally for the Patriots.
Teasley from the middle, blocked. Point Washington, as waiting there was Emily McNeely, the tall sophomore, stuffing Teasley.
Yeah, McNeely's probably going to win that battle quite a bit. She's got some good height.
Very long legs, and it's an ace as the serve across. Teasley was already drifting to her position for the first pass, and it went right where she was originally standing.
And Martinsburg, they're a team of good height, but they don't have anybody that has, I guess, elite height. They'll be like 6'2" or so, but still have a lot of tall players that can work well in the middle.
King for Teasley, and that time she gets it past the block as she floats up there and gets the spike. 20-15 Bulldogs now.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup as the match goes on. Neely, like we said, she has the height, but Teasley there won the battle. Senior versus a sophomore you said as well?
Yep. King behind her. Good swing, but even better stop. At near disaster, can Washington capitalize? It looks like they say McNeely touched the tape of the net. Point Martinsburg, making it 21-15.
Yeah, this has been a great run for the Bulldogs. Really taking control of this set. Only 4 points away from winning it, Kyle.
Rubenthal sends it long. It's in play, though, by Sloan. Now a free ball across by Washington. King setting up Bajents, who gets the kill. 22-15 Bulldogs. Rubenthal with another serve in play, and it's an ace as stretching across was Sloan, who couldn't get there. 23-15. The Bulldogs up by 8 now. 2 points away from winning set number 1. So now we have a sub as checking in as Spitzer for Sloan after that tough play. And they drill it to her. A dump in 2. And the point for Washington is Della Brown with the dump, making it 23-16. She goes back to serve now. Ray there. King on the outside for McMillan. Off block. Diving stop. Keep it alive by Wick. Now the opposite side. It's a point for Martinsburg. It's DeWater. Step aside. Take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with the second set. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Cody with Cody's Auto Body. The stories are on the way. Reliving glory days, the injury that prevented stardom, or the inevitable, I even could have made that play. With football season comes a lot of delusion of greatness. Well, no one believes you would have made it in the big leagues. Let's at least make them think you're a good driver. Bring that vehicle to me and I will make it the pride of the parking lot at every game. I'm Cody with Cody's Auto Body, the MVP of your season. That's Cody's with a T for trust.
Fort Evans Archery of Inwood is your local full-service archery pro shop with sales and setup, maintenance, repairs, and sight-ins. Fort Evans Archery is a full stocking dealer for all your favorites like Hoyt, Matthews, Elite, Bowtech, Mission, and Bear, with crossbows from Raven, 10-point, Barnett, and Excalibur. And Fort Evans Archery has a sight range out to 60 yards. Fort Evans Archery, 998 Arden-Nullville Road, Suite 2, Inwood, open Tuesday to Friday, 10 a.m. until 6, Saturdays 9:30 to 4. FortEvansArchery.com.
Back here in the Martinsburg Field House, 25-16. Martinsburg takes the first set over Washington. On to set 2 we go now. Set 2 brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road. Online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, as well as Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin. I'm joined by Nick Verzolini this evening. John Alderton keeping us company, as well as our on-site producer and back in the studio. Keeping Dylan Bishop company is Kyler High.
I hope they're both doing work and not just keeping people company.
Yeah?
But
Kyler getting trained in the studio today.
Yeah, no. Kyler, John, they always do a great job for us, as well as you and Dylan, Colin.
And you.
Well, thank you. But anyway, here in this set, got a lot of volleyball still left to be played, but pretty impressive first step for Martinsburg. I mean, they took control. They found a way to get some outside hitters involved and had some players step up with no Villa tonight, Emma Bass, Peyton McMillan, as well as Riley DeWater, all doing some great things. Players that, played that role but aren't necessarily go-to outside hitters. Sophia Ray has kind of established herself as maybe their second go-to outside hitter, so I didn't mention her, but she also had a good first set. So offense started to get going for Martinsburg, looked pretty good. And we'll see here what happens in set 2 and set 3, if the Bulldogs can kind of put it away or if Washington recovers, makes some good adjustments here with Coach Brown and his team.
Washington bringing in its starting rotation. I believe the Patriots are serving to begin this second set.
Should be,
if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Zittel leading the way in the first set for Martinsburg. So going back, it appears to serve for Washington, Della Brown, one of the 3 juniors. Her serve, long and out of play. Point Martinsburg to begin set number 2.
Good start to the second set for Martinsburg. Unfortunately,
they didn't have to do anything.
Yeah. It always is big to get that first point up. So
Zittel gets an ace. tough one for Wick to get a solid swing on. 2-0, Martinsburg.
Ever since around the 12-10 point mark, it feels like Martinsburg has taken control. Can they keep that consistency? We'll see, but look good so far.
Zittel with a line drive serve across. A free ball just underneath the divider. The attack on the outside. Now Washington puts it into the nets. Sloan, number 3, makes it 3-0 Martinsburg.
Yeah, a few Washington mistakes here in this second set. They can't afford these against a good Martinsburg team.
Another line served across, and Bajent with the block. Was it in? No. Point Washington, making it 3-1.
Yeah, sometimes, those blocks, they might look great, but if you don't angle it correctly, it doesn't always work out for you. But you can't really do much more than that, obviously. She got up there and made a good block, just didn't have the right angle.
There you go, a tough angle across, but a great shot by McMillan to get the point for Martinsburg, making it 4-1.
She's had a good match. Junior player that, like you said, Colin, usually more of a inside or middle hitter.
Yeah. Madoff block. Good swing by Sloan. Gets the point for Washington, making it 4-2. Ray was there trying to create the block, but wasn't in the right positioning.
Yeah, possibly a little bit of momentum there for Washington.
Schenk serving now. Her serve across. Palmer. Zittel setting up the outside Bass. It's out. Point Washington. 4-3 now.
Yeah, close there, but just out. The Bulldog fans thought maybe that one was in. I thought initially it could have been. It was definitely close.
Zittel for Bajent. And Washington just hits it around. Couldn't get any juice behind any of the passes to get an effective offense going. 5-3 Martinsburg now.
Yeah, Bajent did a great job. Powerful swing. Put it in a tough spot.
Now her serve right down the line at Sloan, who keeps it alive. They hit it across, and a dump from Wick. Here's Ray to the back line, and a great save by Stovall, the libero. Now a dump over the block, and Zittel couldn't get there to recover. Point Washington, making it 5-4.
Yeah, Washington's been doing some good stuff in this second set.
Spitzer serves. It's a lob to the backside. Zittel. Cross for Ray, and it's in. A great job by the sophomore, Sophia Ray, down line, seeing nobody in the area, making it 6-4.
Yeah, that's exactly how Martinsburg wants to execute on the offensive end.
King to serve.
Been a tough start for King, but she gets that one over.
And a dump in two. Martinsburg flat-footed. Nobody was ready for it that time. And the trick works for Washington, making it 6-5.
Sometimes that dump in two can get you off guard.
And it's an ace. Nobody followed it out. It just grazed that far backside corner. We're here at 6-5.
It looked out initially, but great call from the line judge. It stays in. Great serve as well.
Right towards the bench. King goes over the bench trying to get that played. Another ace for Washington. We're tied at 6.
Luckily,
she's okay.
Yeah, she's all good.
Just took out a chair that nobody was in. Oh, correction, 7-6. They missed a point earlier for Washington. So Patriots in the lead by 1 here in the second set. And now we're tied at 7 as Wick puts that one into the net, giving the point to Martinsburg.
Yeah, give credit to Teasley as well for just maybe throwing off the timing or throwing off the vision of Wick.
Ray with the serve across. We have a whistle. It's a point for Martinsburg. Not sure what the call was, but it goes against Washington's Della Brown, whatever it was.
I thought maybe she was in the net or went underneath.
8-7 Martinsburg
sure,
is Ray. Serves it the back line. Stovall. Set across. That really close to the net. It is punched across by Robinson, and it's out of play. Another point for Martinsburg, I believe, even though Rupenthal hit it the Washington side.
Yeah, I don't know if she meant to do that. Maybe just tried to hit it back toward her teammates or something.
I don't know.
But Martinsburg takes a 2-point lead, and see if Sophia Ray can start a big service run.
Well, you jinxed it.
Well, I don't think she got where she wanted to get. She still had about a half step that she could have taken on her serve.
9-8 now. Martinsburg only up by 1.
She served pretty far back. So
Stovall serves across to Rupenthal, who overhits it. Washington tries to spike it across. Can't get the point. Teasley off the setup. Gets the kill, making it 10-8 Martinsburg. You can see the confidence building in her here tonight in that middle for Martinsburg.
Yeah, like I said, for the most part, Martinsburg's looked pretty good. They've had players stepping up.
Now King talking with the official, going over to relay the message to Coach Anderson. Brief pause there. Not sure what. Rupenthal serves it across, and we resume action. Middle attack for Washington. I thought I heard a whistle. Yeah. Point Washington is somebody in the net for Martinsburg, making it 10-9.
Another little mistake here in set 2 from either side.
Serve to Rupenthal. King setting up the far side. The angle shot across. Not in from DeWalter. Point Washington, and we're tied at 10 here in the second set. Brown, Ray, meeting at the net. King hits it to McMillan, and she went under the net. Point Washington. The Patriots take the lead at 11-10. Just see that left foot go across that midcourt line of McMillan. So another serve here for Washington's Brown. And that rolls up Rupenthal, but DeWater's there. And that's a forecall against Martinsburg. Point Washington. They now lead at 12-10.
Yeah, miscommunications there from Martinsburg leading to those 4 hits. So, got to call the ball, got to stay on the same page if you're the Dogs.
Rubenthal. King for McMillan. And she gets it off block and gets the point. 12-11.
Good swing from McMillan.
Yeah, good swing from McMillan and a good dummy swing from Bajent, throwing off Washington potentially.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of power on it, so there must have been something that kind of threw him off.
Zittel serves across. Now, tough angle by Robinson. It's kept alive by Martinsburg. Here's McMillan. The back line. Washington. Sloan blocked. Bass and Bajent tie us up at 12.
Yeah, some good stuff there on the outside from the Bulldogs.
Zittel to serve again, trying to give Martinsburg that lead again. Off tape. Close to the net. Washington going to have to dump a free ball across. Zittel, Ray, McMillan. They all just go with the bumps around the triangle. Now a tough hit, but it's a cross. Little punch to the back line. A great save by Stovall of Washington. Keep play going. Ray from the back line. Washington ready for it. Another punch off the tape. Zittel. Bajents whacks the net. And you could tell right away she knew what she had done. Point Washington, making it 13-12. Rubenthal, Zittel, McMillan blocked. The block, though, hits it out of play. Point Martinsburg. We're tied back up here at 13 now.
Yeah, some good contests from Washington. Just haven't quite been able to keep those blocks on the Martinsburg side of the court.
Serve across, middle attack. Is it in? It is.
Yeah.
Great hit there. Looks like that was Shank, yes, with the kill.
Yeah, she put it in that back right corner. Nobody could really handle it. Now Shank goes back to serve, so chance here. Maybe Washington can get some more momentum. They've taken a 1-point lead.
14-13. Shank serves. Off tape and gets the ace. 15-13. The Patriots now lead.
Martinsburg just isn't really playing as smoothly as they did in set one. They're not quite getting into their sets offensively.
That goes to Ray. Zittel puts it up. Rubenthal has to send a free ball. Washington trying to extend that lead. Wick. Zittel, Rubenthal for Ray. Off block, and Martinsburg gets the point. 15-14. Martinsburg to serve, trailing by 1.
See if somebody maybe from Martinsburg can get some aces and get something going with the serve. That was another big difference in that first set, was when Martinsburg's serve got just too tough for Washington to handle.
Over.
So, point
powering shot by Sloan. It goes out. Point Martinsburg. Tied at 15. Bajent serves it across. Washington setting up the offense. It's punched across by Wick, and again it's out. Point Martinsburg. Back-to-back mistakes by Washington gives the Bulldogs a 16-15 lead. Bajent serves it in play. Again, this time from the middle goes Washington's attack. Martinsburg, though, keeping it alive. Here's Ray from the outside off block. Nobody can get there. Point Martinsburg, 17-15. Timeout Washington. Will take a 30-second break alongside them. You're tuned in to EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
What's up, everybody? Tyson Bajent here. The greatest asset for a professional quarterback is a receiver with good hands. At Next Level Auto Detailing, your vehicle is in good hands. We offer basic detailing packages, ceramic coatings, any restoration service for your vehicle, you name it, we do it. Call us at 703-786-6250 to take your vehicle to the next level. Let's go!
We welcome you back here in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse in the second set of varsity volleyball action. Martinsburg leads it 1-0 after taking the first set over Washington by a score of 25-16. Currently, Martinsburg leads set number 2, 17-15. Out of the timeout, Bajent still serving for the Bulldogs. Her serve. Lobbed across softly. Washington able to set up the offense, but again, they hit it out. Can't keep it in the court. Unfortunately for the Patriots here, has become a consistent theme down this second set stretch.
Yeah, helping Martinsburg pull
Bajan
away,
overhits, giving the point to Washington.
Service error gives the point back, so
18-16 the score now.
In some ways able to help Washington out and make up for that mistake.
Spitzer to serve. Her serves across. Zittel. Teasley blocked. Again up front, McNeely and company. Making it 18-17. I think that was Wick alongside her. This time they go for Ray, and it's blocked on the outside. Now a dump, and nobody could get there. Good job, though, by Brown and McNeely the first time around with the block. 19-17 Martinsburg in the lead now with King back to serve. Serve short across. Set up Wick. Hits it over at Ray. Ray out of position. Because of that initial hit that she had, couldn't get her steps set up for the spike. Point Washington, making it 19-18.
I'm going to give some credit to Wick, too, with the way she kind of moved Ray out of position.
And the serve, though, by Wick short into the net. Point Martinsburg, making it 20-8. 18, yeah, sorry. Thank you. Ray to serve. And it's an ace as Stovall with an overpowered first touch. 21-18. Got it that time.
Ray had a big service run earlier, so see if she can help Martinsburg put it away here in set two.
There's another ace as this time Wick puts it into the line judge over there who had to dodge out of the way. Didn't want to eat it. 22-18, Martinsburg leads. Washington will use its second timeout of set number 2 as the Bulldogs trying to pull away to go up 2-0. Step aside, take a 30-second break, and then be back with more EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Back in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Brief pause here, making sure Washington's in position out of the timeout. Ray serves it across. And it's another ace. Again, Washington's first contact on the serves have just been not good. 23-18, Martinsburg up by 5. Ray. Another line serve, and that was going out. Rupenthal keeps it in, though. Here's McMillan. Blocked. Ball off the net from Rupenthal. And kept alive. A block of the net. McMillan keeps it alive. King. And a free ball that goes long and out of play. Point Washington. That ends the run, makes it 23-19. Now the Patriots need a run of their own. They want to avoid going down 2-0. Stovall sends it across. Ray. Rupenthal for McMillan. We'll just dump it to the back line. Set up a middle attack on the line, and a down judge said it was in. Our volunteer, might I add, line judges said it was out. He is adamant that it was in, and the point in the end is given to Washington.
Yeah, typically it's,
it's his call.
His call, yeah. The officials, as I like to say.
Coach Anderson trying to appeal.
That's a tough call.
23-20, free ball. There's a roof by Teasley. It's now set point opportunity for the Bulldogs at 24-20.
Yeah, Ruben Fall in a great spot to possibly put it away here and give the Bulldogs a nice 2-0 lead heading into set 3.
Serves across. Switch it up. Martinsburg now. Bajent ends it. In set number 2, Martinsburg 25, Washington 20 is the result. Martinsburg now goes up 2-0 over Washington, and we will step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the third set. It's Martinsburg trying to sweep the night. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7.
Fieldhouse, Martinsburg takes the second set, 25-20 over Washington. Go up 2-0. On to the third set we go. Set number 3 brought to you by CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevrolet and Toyota of Martinsburg, and CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. CMA's moving lives forward. Set number 3 also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. I'm Colin McLaughlin for TV10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Nick Verzolini on the headset alongside me. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Kyler High, Dylan Bishop, back at the studio.
Well, Colin, it felt like Washington did some good things at times in that second set as well. They had a lead. They had some opportunities, but Martinsburg ultimately took advantage of some Washington mistakes late. It seemed like they kind of fell apart a little bit.
Yeah, mainly it was just the serve receive. Those first touches continuously going out of play.
Yeah. So that helped Martinsburg get back into the game and then eventually retake the lead. So, third set here, if you're Washington, I think a big key is don't come out flat, don't come out discouraged, down 2-0. You want to see your team show some fight. If you're Martinsburg, though, on the other side, don't get overly confident. Don't just think because you're up 2-0 that it's going to be easy. Washington's clearly proven to have some talent, have some ability to compete, even though it is a 2-0 match. So I wouldn't count out Washington yet, and I wouldn't say, Martinsburg's just dominated. It just feels like Martinsburg is the more consistent team.
Zittel with the serve across. Washington off block. Robinson gets the tool, giving the first point to Washington. Speaking of Robinson, she'll now serve. And she gets an ace as Zittel and Bajent both trying to get it off the net. Neither one of them could do so successfully. 2-0 Washington. I feel like that's got to burn a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Serve across. Bajent has it blocked. 3-0 Washington. This looked like that wasn't the best spot for her to really get a hit on. Washington coming out strong out of the gates here. Make it 4-0. It's an ace for the Patriots.
Yeah, Martinsburg looked a little bit sloppy don't think it's like a focus thing or anything. It's just, for whatever reason, they've kind of lost some of their fire and their touch.
Rubenthal. Zittel. That goes off the net of Wicks. And that gives the point to Martinsburg, 4-1.
Yeah, Washington had an opportunity there to put another point down, build a pretty big lead here in the third set, but Smith hit it there, and now this is giving Martinsburg a chance to possibly get back into it.
And there's an ace. As Palmer, yep, freshman.
She's been pretty impressive, as a freshman, part of this rotation.
So that makes it 4-2. Her serve across to Stovall. Now set up for Wick, off block. Diving in was Zittel, but it goes under the net. Point Washington. They now lead 5-2.
It's just big question, Colin. Can Washington limit those errors? Kind of seemed a little bit confused about who was supposed to serve next, but it's going to be Shank.
See if they're correct.
I think so, from what I can remember, but unless things changed this set.
Looks like they were correct. Ray off block. Washington keeps it alive. Wick, though, misjudged it. Point Martinsburg.
Yeah, great effort from Washington. I thought there was going to be no way that they even got to that ball initially at all. So to have an opportunity to possibly put it over and continue the volley was impressive.
Yep, so now it's 5-3 as Bajan serves it into the net, making it 6-3 Washington.
Yeah, big mistake there from Martinsburg. You feel like you get a little bit of momentum after a big kill from Sophia Ray and send the ball right into the net. Just, you can't have those little things on serves.
Spitzer with a lob shot across with her serve. Here comes Ray. Down line. Out. Point Washington. They lead 7-3.
Yeah, give credit to Washington. They have come out and they've fought here in this third set.
A short serve. Rubenthal has to hit it across in her dive. Wick blocks. She keeps it alive, though, with the punch up. Now a short free ball. And Teasley hit it at the net. Zittel trying to say they reached across, and she's going to get the call.
Yeah, bottom official had it, so.
Point Martinsburg, 7-4.
That's one of those moments in the match that could really flip this set around for Martinsburg.
Yeah, it's always tricky there. You want to go up for the block, but you can't reach across the net. As that pass goes into the net, giving the point to Martinsburg, making it 7-5.
Yeah, Bulldogs getting a few points here off of some Washington mistakes, so that's kind of been taking forever here to get the ball. But
that Meg, the line judge.
We do eventually get it, so let's see if that throws off King at all.
Nope. King sets up DeWalter, gets the kill, making it 7-6.
Yeah, it's good to see another good, strong kill there for the Bulldogs.
Wick.
Just
with a heat-seeking missile. It goes out, though, and we're tied at 7.
Yeah, a lot of power behind the swing. Had an opportunity, but just out. Put it in the right place. Just a little bit less power on it, and you get the point. See if she can do it this time.
That time, it's kind of more of a just reach across. Now they attack the back line, diving for it with Stovall. She couldn't get there. Point Martinsburg, and they take an 8-7 lead. It's King giving the Bulldogs a run.
Yeah, Martinsburg's found some momentum here. 5-0 run. So, take the lead.
Middle attack. Solid swing by Robinson, but right to Rubenthal. Here's Ray, down line, and out. Point Washington. Tied back up now at 8 apiece.
Yeah, last few swings from Ray have been a little bit offline. Overall, she's had a good match, but this third set's been a little bit tough.
Wick serves. That goes into the rafters, but doesn't make contact with them, so it comes down naturally for Martinsburg to play. Now Washington across. King for Teasley, point Martinsburg. They go with the quick set there in the spike.
Yeah, Teasley again working in that middle. McMillan back in here. We know this has been a good group for Martinsburg with Ray serving, McMillan and DeLauder up front with Teasley.
Overhit on the first one goes into the net, and Brown couldn't do anything with it. Point Martinsburg, making it 10-8. So Ray to serve. Our serve across to Wick. The setup and the hit across. Sliding in is King. Now the outside they go. Point Martinsburg as DeLauder hits it across, and Washington couldn't get any passes, making it 11-8. Patriots will take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break alongside them. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 30 seconds.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube out of Washington's timeout. It is Martinsburg with an 11-8 advantage here in the third set, trying to go for the sweep of the night. JV took both sets in that match. Martinsburg up 2-0 here in the varsity match, which is a best 3 of 5. We have a delay here as it looks like there's some moisture on the floor on the Washington side that is being wiped up now by our official. Robinson testing it out, and she approves. There's Byler with the paper towels.
I haven't seen him out here for volleyball this
Not
year.
to say, where's any of the athletic department office?
In the shadows, Colin.
Right. That went across. The serve, though, out of play. Point Washington, making it 11-9.
You don't see them, but their presence is always felt.
Yeah, Coach Signs here. McMillan blocked. Teasley keeping it alive. And it across. Dump by Wick. Here's McMillan now on the attack. Off block. Washington keeps it alive and sends a free ball. Martinsburg trying to capitalize. It's Teasley off block. Stovall. Now off block. Point Washington. There's Robinson with the kill, making it 11-10. Patriots way to fight back out of the timeout. Determined. Try to force a fourth set. Ray puts that one straight up. Rubenthal now with a free ball. Washington ties it up with the swing from Lauren Spitzer. Stovall. Rubenthal. King for Teasley. Great dig there by Washington. Here's Robinson, gets blocked. Teasley off the tape and gets the point. Stovall tried to get it, but couldn't. 12-11 Martinsburg now. Teasley checks out for Bajent. Going back to serve will be Abby Rupenthal. Her serve across. A dump. Another good swing, but this time Martinsburg ready for it. Here's McMillan tapping it over the block, diving for it. Was Washington's Spitzer. She hits it out. 13-11 Martinsburg in the lead by 2 now with that point.
Yeah, some good offense there from the Bulldogs.
Rubenthal with another serve across that is tough for Washington to control. But they still get the point as that hit by King across, but out of play. 13-12 now the score.
It was a good effort, though, from King. I thought for a second she was going to find a way to keep it in, but fortunately for the Bulldogs, she couldn't.
Yeah, it might have hit the antenna, I don't know, but it was out either way.
Either hit the antenna or just went down that line kind of out of bounds.
Here's Bajent off tape and too low for Robinson. Point Martinsburg making it 14-12.
But I was honestly just impressed she was able to get to that ball in general. To even give it a chance to possibly make it over.
Yeah.
But this is a big point in the match here, Colin. We're 14-12. We got Zittel back serving for Martinsburg, so you feel confident if you're the Bulldogs.
If she can extend that lead out, pretty much puts this game to bed. Rubenthal with the dive to save this one. A great job by Stovall as well as the liberos putting on a show here this volley. Both sides with a lot of life, but a tough swing there by Violet Smith. Just mistimes it. Point Martinsburg making it 15-12. Zittel to serve. And it goes right into the net.
Yeah, that felt like the opportunity there for Martinsburg to possibly put something big together, but unfortunately for the Dogs, it goes in the net. Washington, can they now take advantage, possibly get some momentum?
And a mental lapse by Washington as the first contact of Martinsburg went straight across off the serve. Everybody just stood there watching it. It landed right smack dab in the middle of all.
Yeah, just no communication, I guess, ended up being what hurts Washington there to lead to the point for the Bulldogs. Bajent.
Is that all for Ray?
Yeah.
There's the hit.
Great job by Rubenthal again. She's been all over
Deep
the place
free ball.
tonight.
It's kept alive. Ray over the block. Gets the kill.
And the Dogs are 8 points away from taking this one. I mean, still a lot of time left, obviously. But Martinsburg's starting to pull away a little bit. 4-point lead.
17-13 now.
I heard a whistle.
I think they said out of rotation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see the little hand signal for it, but
well, if you get
we
a
are
whistle
also
that
kind of
quickly as well,
covered by that up official's front of his body to see if he was making it in front of him. He's explaining it now to Coach Brown, who...
That's what it... Yeah, it has to be a rotation error. You don't see a whistle that quickly without it being that, and that's what it sounds like the conversation's about as well. So Martinsburg fired up. They're up by 5 once this point's officially given here, and it will be. So it should be 18-13 whenever they get a chance. There it is.
Yep. Wick into the net. Point Martinsburg as the Bulldogs pulling away here in the third set. Coach Brown going to use a timeout for Washington. Let's take it with them, a 30-second break. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Back inside of the Martinsburg Fieldhouse. Lady Bulldogs trying to sweep Washington here tonight, 3-0. Here in the third set, they lead 19-13.
Yeah, Martinsburg definitely in the driver's seat right now. Colin, 19-13. Washington seems to have lost their momentum.
Bajents capitalizes on the poor first contact of Wick. 20-13, Martinsburg now.
Overall, it does kind of feel like that middle has been where Martinsburg has really
had the advantage, yeah?
Yeah, owned tonight.
Violation called against Washington, making it 21-13.
Yeah, they're just falling apart right now. Too many mental errors down the stretch.
Serves across, and they're scrambling. Free ball hits off the divider, and that's a point for Martinsburg as a result, making it 22-13.
Yep, the friendly divider.
Not so friendly for Washington.
No. Hometown divider.
But the run stops.
Yeah.
Of the freshman, Ellie Palmer.
Great
that
job,
serve
though.
goes into the net,
Palmer,
making it 22-14.
Yeah, all great things must come to an end, I guess. But 22-14 there. You're only 3 points away now if you're Martinsburg, so it's going to be very tough, but we'll see if...
Ace for Washington, making it 22-15 as they try to stay around here.
It looked like from up here Zittel was getting into positioning. It hit off her back and went out. So.
Off tape, it's another ace for Washington. Do they have it in them? 22-16.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good server to be at in this point. Shank has been pretty good.
Shank grazes the tape. It's kept alive. And the free ball sent across. Wick blocked by Bass and Bajent. Washington keeps it alive. Rubenthal. Zittel. Backside. Bass gets blocked. Point Washington. And they're within 5.
Yeah, it's a good run here for Washington for sure. Martinsburg probably thinking about the timeout, but again, you know, you still only are 3 points away. It kind of feels like some of those you just didn't get lucky on.
Another serve across.
Give credit to Washington.
Into the net that time. Shank ends her reign of serves, making it 23-17.
Yeah, that's
Bajent back to serve now for Martinsburg.
And that's why at 22-17 you're not panicking, because it's just so hard to keep
Bajent to Wick.
The consistency.
Heading it across here. Great job by the freshman in Palmer as Ray, the sophomore, hits it across. Here's a free ball. Zittel tracking it down. Sets it up for Ray. Again, she hits it out. Point Washington. It's now 23-18.
Yeah, she's had great power, just a little bit of accuracy issues at times in the later half of the match. But Sophia Ray, very talented player, sophomore. She's been good for this team all season. So
serve. Short.
Weird one.
Just barely across. That off block. Stovall keeps it in play. Robinson, though, hits it into the net. point Martinsburg, 24-18. They lead here in set 3. Match point pending.
And the freshman King going back to serve again. She's gotten better since the early stages of the match.
Martinsburg trying to get the broom out. Can't do so just yet as King puts it into the net, making it 24-19.
She hasn't done that in a while, but she's had a few serves tonight that just haven't been on point. I think Martinsburg's really going to work on their serving after this game. Had a rare inconsistency.
Rubenthal, King for DeWater over the block. Hit straight up. Stovall there. Now a free ball sent to the back line. Teasley off block, and now you can get those brooms out. Martinsburg sweeps Washington. They take set number 3, 25-19. The Bulldogs are victorious at home here tonight. Let's step aside and take a 1-minute break, and out of that 1-minute break, we'll have our post-game show. This is EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
We welcome you back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse and welcome you into our post-game coverage, which is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rock's, as well as Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields & Sons, proudly serving the area since 1880. Martinsburg sweeps Washington 3-0 in varsity action. Set number 1, 25-16. Set number 2, 25-20. Set number 3, 25-19. All in favor of the Bulldogs here tonight. Nick, your thoughts?
It's about what you expected. I thought Washington showed some potential, but Martinsburg overall the better team. I was impressed with how they played without Villa. Wasn't certain how they'd respond to that. Definitely got some answers, I think, from their outside hitters. So this team's still very talented. It may be a little bit tougher without her if she's out for a significant amount of time, but I still think they found some pieces here tonight, and it's a good win for the Bulldogs. For Washington, still have a lot to work on, but showing some potential, very young team. So that's all I really got, Colin.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it. As always, let's look ahead here at our broadcasting schedule and get you our next broadcast of EPAC Volleyball. Looks like it is 1 week from today, so Tuesday, September 16th. We are back here at the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as the Lady Bulldogs will go up against the Jefferson Lady Cougars, so we'll get to see them for the first time this season. 6 p.m. JV action, varsity to follow. So that'll wrap things up for us. For Kyler High, Dylan Bishop back at the studio. John Alderton, our on-site producer. Nick Verzolini alongside me. I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Again, 25-16, 25-20, 25-19 is the finals of all 3 sets going in favor of Martinsburg over Washington. This has been EPAC Volleyball on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a great rest of your evening.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
That concludes tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Our coverage has been brought to you by Power, Beck, and Metzgerith Law Offices, the Mirius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, W. Harley Miller Systems, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations Robert Fields and Sons, Hagerstown Ford, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, the Berkeley County Health Department, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, Smallwood and Small Insurance, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Palace Lounge, the Larry DeMarco Team, Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Rock's Local Markets, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, Fort Evans Archery, Trips Floor Sanding, the Wagner Law Firm, and Next Level Auto Detailing. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all of your local sports coverage. All rights reserved.